because the first one we had done, and mind you, Evan had done other films afterwards, so we were starting to get a feel for how the movies were going. When it came around again, Kevin had a little bit more direction, had a little bit more of an idea of how he wanted to do it. He wanted to do it relatively the same, but he changed it up a little bit. And when he came out and filmed, I took a not that I wasn't taking things seriously, but I think I was nervous. So I was like, okay, I think this guy knows what he's doing. I don't want to disappoint this guy. He's coming all the way from New York, and he wants me to act in his movie. But it seemed, there was, actual lights set up and things like that. So I thought it was a little bit more of a bigger production. Not saying that the first one wasn't bad, but we just didn't know what was going on. And then here we go again with it, with actually kind of maybe the way, if we would have known at the time, may have done it.
We went about it a totally different way, because the first time we didn't really rehearse very much. I think mainly because I think part of it was because we didn't really have the time or the opportunity to do it, or didn't make the time to do it. And I think we also just didn't really realize the importance of not just learning your lines, but being able to rehearse them with everybody else, and even like set up blocking schemes beforehand. So we spent several weeks getting ready the second time around, and just and I remember we would do it once a week. We would meet at Evan's house, and we would all just sit around, and for maybe like 3 hours we would all just go through our lines until we had them all memorized, and had like everybody else's memorized. And so I think for the most part, yeah, all the performances were way better the second time around. So there was a lot more comfort. We were all a lot more relaxed, because this wasn't the first time we'd done a movie, and it's something we had already done, so we were more familiar with each other, with each other's timings, and thing like rapport that you have with people when you're trying to act, that you can only develop over time. Yeah, it was a lot more easygoing. It wasn't as stressful. We're usually able to stay on schedule a lot easier, because we were prepared for the mistakes that we made the first time. So yeah, in every possible way, it was a lot more enjoyable.